Hi pumpkins! Here we are again with the GreekyPie. I almost said creepy pie there. But we're back with GreekyPie with Marit.
Hi!
Hi! And we are gonna be diving into Scylla.
Ooh, spooky music.
Literally, like, one of my favorite songs in the entirety of Epic. We are also joined by Marit. That decided to actually turn around to introduce herself today.
I hope part of the show.
She's called Rem. She's very old. She's a very old lady. So she can sit still through the entire thing, I hope.
I hope.
She's planning shit. I already know. Look at her face.
She's cooking up something.
She is. So please don't be startled, but...
What?
She was digging into my shirt there.
Sure, you know, why not?
I always have, like, with my rats, they just, like, always have to peek into my shirt to, like, see if I'm, like, still a human beneath or something. Like, why? Anyways.
Because.
Look at her cleaning herself. I'm getting distracted already. This is a great decision to have her here. I am so excited, however, to delve into Scylla. Of course, we have our expert, Marit, here. So she's gonna literally correct anything we say. No, I'm kidding. She's gonna like delve in with her own information from time to time to just like see how it holds up and how myths maybe change. Because as a lot of us know, there's a lot of different myths and there's a lot of different things inside myths.
We just both use different articles from the internet, so...
Interwebs. At some point I want to actually go get books.
Oh, I have one.
Oh! Okay, next time we'll just
don't know if this is in here.
We'll just like use books for some stuff. But while we're working on like putting the Odyssey together and finding the right sources for that, we are gonna cover some smaller ones still. Are you trying to escape already? No. Okay, thanks for the kisses, but like no.
I was looking at. I didn't even check the book if Scylla was in here. However, she's in here in combination with Charybdis, so I think this is some, like, Odyssey shit, and not the stories that we're covering today.
Oh, no, Scylla is put together with Charybdis very often. Charybdis.
I know.
I say Charybdis. You know what? I'll just keep saying Charybdis, you'll say Charybdis, and at some point...
Someone in the comments correct us which one is right. Is it an entirely different pronunciation?
Please help. No, but they're put together very often, because they're like, I believe it's other sides of... Okay, let's just delve into it.
I know how they are, like, in the Odyssey, and I think that's why I was like, you know what, that's gonna be in the book. This is not what we're covering today.
Right, so, shall we just start?
What are you drinking today?
Oh, I forgot! Thank you. Oh, if you're watching this, please like and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. Check out my channel. Also, follow Panda on all of her social media that we will be listing in the comments. I believe there's only your Twitch, so that's very funny.
I do have a YouTube channel, which I am considering getting back into, but I don't know yet.
Okay,
so.
If y'all see the link in the comments, that means she got back into it. If there's not a link, it doesn't exist. Forget about it. You didn't see anything. Anyways, we are drinking water today. I actually bought myself watermelon juice, but I don't know, I lost it. It's gone. So we have water with lemon juice in there.
Ooh.
So very fancy. You should get yourself a drink as well, because you deserve it. Stay hydrated. Marit, what are you drinking?
I have some autumn tea that is called Columbus for some reason.
Cancelled.
Tasty though.
Casey?
Tasty.
Oh, tasty.
Like,
you like the taste of Columbus?
yeah, I like the
Sorry.
Nothing. I said nothing.
Look at her judging us.
Let's get into the myth before we cancel ourselves even more.
Let's delve into a little bit of like background information first, because there's like a lot of context to Scylla before we actually delve into the real myth. Scylla was a nightmarish monster of obscure origins. That's how I want people to describe me as well. I hope that's how my
monster of obscure origins.
I hope that's how like my exes refer to me. You know what I mean? Pompey was a nightmarish monster of obscure origins. The most common description gave her the body and head of a woman, 6 long serpentine necks, each ending in a mouth with 3 rows of teeth, 12 feet, and 6 dog heads growing out of her waist. I think 12 feet meant in height, not in... She literally has 12 feet.
You know, in this context,
I'm questioning
because the dogs are growing out of her waist, so I think it might be 12 legs. Because I have
Imagine
found
the
articles
pitter
where they
patter
said
sounds.
12 legs.
Guys,
and no
wait,
dogs.
I have to listen. I don't know if you can see it. There's a freaking hamster. He's out of the cage. We have 2 animals spotted today.
Whoa!
Hello, Harry! And he ran off. Okay.
Bye.
Bye, Harry, I guess. No, but then she might just have 12 feet and they're just...
Yep.
Imagine having to buy shoes.
Yo.
It's expensive.
I mean, there's other stories where she just doesn't have feet, but just dogs.
I think
instead
at
of
that
legs.
point, she was just kind of done with like how expensive shoes are, and then she just
Yeah.
decided to not have feet anymore.
Yeah,
Power
you know,
move.
or she was like, if I have dogs for feet, I have to get custom-made shoes, so I'll just wear no shoes and just hide.
Yeah.
Also works.
Then she'd have to go to the groomer for like pet care and stuff.
Ooh, that's rough.
Just like she's going
you
to the
think-
hairdresser, like from the hips up, and then like the hips down is just, oh no, I'm going to the pet groomer.
So the question is, would grooming 6 dogs be more expensive than getting custom-made shoes?
I
for
think
6
we have
feet?
to. I think we have to ask Hades his answer for that, because you know, Cerberus. He can fill us in.
So would one giant dog be more expensive than 6 smaller ones? We've been going for 7 minutes. This is going to be a long one, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is great. Let's. I'll just move on, okay? We'll just keep this question up in the air. Scylla lived in the cliffs on one side of a narrow strait, just opposite of the whirlpool Charybdis. Any sea creature or sailor forced to cross the strait needed to make a terrible choice. Either pass by Charybdis and risk being sucked into the sea, or pass by Scylla and become a meal for the 6 darting heads. Scylla featured most famously in the myth of Odysseus' wanderings. What I just like imagine the fact that here it's like they have to choose. Odysseus was just like, let me do both.
Yeah, I think
Check them off, you
in the
know?
Odyssey he does both as well, though.
Yeah, he does. So he's just like checking them off. Maybe he went the wrong way at first and then he'd have to come back just to do the other side as well.
I think because he lost 6 men the first time that he went past Scylla, and then on the way back he was like, let me just try the other side now, because it's only me, so I'm gonna die, because I don't have 6 men.
There's 1 man for each dog. Who let the dogs
That's
out?
the reason why it's 6 men.
Fair enough. In the earliest traditions, Scylla was simply a monster, born of other monsters. But later sources sometimes claimed that Scylla was originally a beautiful nymph, who was transformed into a monster by an envious goddess. The name Scylla may be related to the Greek words for Scyllax, I'm slaughtering that, but okay, meaning
I have no
puppy.
notes.
I have all the notes here, no I'm kidding. And Skilion, meaning dogfish. There may be a connection with the verb skilo. I am sorry if I'm saying it wrong.
I'm gonna Google Translate that real quick to see what
Good
they
point.
say.
Which means to tear apart. Sure enough, Scylla was imagined as a monster with both dog and fish features who tore apart her victims. Scylla lived in the cliffs of a narrow strait directly opposite of the whirlpool Cerberus. Oh, good morning. Strait
you
of
just went back
Messina.
to that.
Yeah, I went back. I'm sorry. The Strait of Messina, which separates the island of Sicily from the mainland Italy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where she's like identified with Sicily, I guess.
Funny
It's in
story.
the land of Sicily.
People came back to that later and they think it's either that or it's like the Cape of Scylla, which is northwest of Greece,
Mm.
which could also be possible.
Maybe she's just very rich and she just like has 2 places of living.
Yeah.
You know,
that
she just
seems-
like has her summer home and then her winter. Yeah, all my red is making happy noises. It's cute.
I think Google Translate has no pronunciation for
I don't
this.
know if you can like hear the noises she's making. Wait. A little bit. I don't think that was very audible, but you know.
Nope.
No.
It's not that counts. It's fine.
Exactly. She has a lot to say. We just can't hear it. Appearance. The earliest description of the monster Scylla comes from Homer's Odyssey. Her voice is indeed but as the voice of a newborn whelp, but she herself is an evil monster. Nor would anyone be glad at a sight of her. No, not true. Not though it. Sorry.
Not though it were a god
That met her. Verily, she has 12 feet, all misshapen. So they are literally.
There are feet.
Jeez. All misshapen and 6 necks, exceeding long, and on each one an awful head. And therein 3 rows of teeth, thick and close, and full of black death. Up to her middle, she is hidden in the hollow cave, but she holds her head out beyond the dread chasm. How do they know that she has 12 feet then?
My real question is, if this is the first description from Homer, who gave her dogs?
Someone who really like doggy style, I guess. Sorry. And fishes were... fishes there.
So first.
Sorry. Eagerly searching around the rock for dolphins and sea dogs, and whatever greater beasts she may happily catch. Such creatures as deep moaning amphitrite rears in multitudes past counting. I'm great at reading. By her no sailors yet may boast that they have fled unscathed in their ship, for with each head she carries off a man, snatching him from the dark proud ship. So she captures like 6
Yeah.
each time. Would 6 personalities count?
Maybe.
Other sources offered variations on this description. Apollodorus, for example, added that Scylla had 6 dog heads, so it was Apollodorus.
What's wrong with her?
Wringing her waist and her 12 misshapen feet were actually dog feet. To be honest, it feels better to like call it dog feet than... Why give her... If she already has 12 feet, why do they have to specify misshapen?
But the math ain't mathing, because 6 dogs have more than 12 feet. They have 24.
They don't know.
They don't know math?
No.
When did they invent
I just
math?
decided that because that's the easiest explanation in my head.
Fair.
Why do you... Rem, stop being emo. Give me my hair back. Thank you.
Math was invented before this, though. It was invented in, like,
Okay, then they
the
have
times of
no
ancient
excuses.
Egypt.
They have no excuses. Who's a good rat? Sorry. Look at her! I love her. Anyways.
Guys, if you put your guesses in the comments now, the person who guesses right how often Pompey will get distracted by the rat will get a like on the comment.
I give all the comments likes.
Oh well.
You'll get a comment, like, you'll get a like from Panda.
You get a like from me!
And she will count. Oh goodness. Okay.
Oh god.
Other sources, oh, that's Apollodorus, were actually dog feet. Hyginus wrote that Scylla was a woman from the waist up, a fish from the waist down, and had 6 dogs coming out of her middle.
Oh, what the fuck?
Other authors, meanwhile, gave Scylla 6 heads of various animals, not only dogs, while still others gave her only 3 heads. It's kind of
Ooh.
sad that they're taking heads away at this point. But imagine like the 6 heads of various animals. That sounds very cool.
There must be art from that, right?
You're like doing the Google searches here.
I'm doing the Google search. I have 2 screens. I can do that. I can multitask.
Look at her. She fell asleep. She's like trying to fall asleep on me.
That's
Ah.
adorable.
I love her so much. She just like has to have a strand of my hair on top of her head whenever she sits like this though, because otherwise she's not gonna stop moving. Also, I now have like 2 extra lights in the back. One is an oxalotl, a Minecraft oxalotl
Ooh.
light. Here.
I saw that.
And we have a
cute.
teddy bear.
I found no others with various animal heads. I have found some very, very cursed.
I
parts
wonder
of
where
the
like
six heads.
the dogs come from.
Apollodorus.
Yeah, but like why? Why dogs? Give her
Well,
like I don't
I
know,
don't know.
lizards. Give her rats.
Fish.
I just love rats. Okay.
Anyway, let's continue.
I mean, I guess we'll never really know because this man is probably already dead for like a while, so we can't really go back and ask him. Or we have
This
to
is
go
the
back
reason
to
why
the
it's
underworld.
myth.
Yeah, fair. He just woke up and he was like, listen, I like dogs. You know what we should do?
Listen.
You know, man's best friend. And then we're just gonna copy-paste them onto this person 6 times.
I said man's best friend in my internship yesterday, and like half the kids were like, no, I like cats better. I hate dogs.
Yeah, kids are scared of dogs. I was also scared of dogs as a kid. Like, I ran. Also, I have a cowlick, by the way. Thunder, bring her. Okay, sorry. No, but like, I look like an anime character. No, but like, I was also very terrified of freaking dogs. I was chased so many times as a kid by freaking growling dogs.
Yikes.
Now I love them. Just back then they were scary to me. I love
Yeah,
most
you know,
of them.
shit happens.
My neighbors have these very loud and annoying dogs. I'm sure they're great. Whenever they like get loose and they stand in my garden, or they just like literally walk into my house randomly, they just stand next to me and they just look at me confused. And I'm also confused.
Fair.
I'm like, yeah, you're not supposed to be here. And he's like, I am not supposed to be here. Are you now my owner? No.
Yes.
Like, they're like so calm all of a sudden. They have tried so hard to get loose, and then they're loose, and they're just gonna stand next to me and just watch me. Why?
Nice.
It's
when I was
weird.
living in Budapest, there was this dog in my apartment building that just started yapping at 6 a.m. every day.
Fair. I also start yapping at Chester at 6 a.m. and he hates it. You know, we gotta love yappers, you know.
Anyway.
We'll get straight into the myth I found that I feel like is the most commonly accepted one.
I think so, yeah.
So we're just gonna read it out and give our opinions, and probably maybe point out some stuff that you had you read differently from what I read.
We'll see. I don't know.
Anyways, let me sharpen my throat. Maybe take a sip, y'all. Take a sip of your drink. I just full on splashed that all over myself. It's fine.
I finished my tea.
I need it to cool down anyways. The fleet of Aeneas made land at evenfall on Zenclay's shelving sand. Scylla infests the right-hand coast. The left restless Charybdis. One grasps passing ships and sucks them down to spew them up again. The other ringed below her hell-back waist with raging dogs. She has a girl's sweet face, and if the tales the poets have passed down are not all false, she was a sweet girl once. Many a suitor sought her hand, but she repulsed them all and went to the sea nymphs. She was the sea nymphs' favorite, and told how she'd eluded all the young men's love. The Galatea, letting Scylla comb her hair, heaved a deep sigh, and tells her a tale of how she was wooed by Cyclops, or the Cyclops, Polyphemus. Polyphemus has wooed Galatea.
Apparently.
Damn. He didn't sit still after the sheep incident.
Maybe this was before the sheep incident.
He had to find some other company now that he's lost his best friend.
Fair enough.
It sounds like she was into it though.
I think in the thing that I read, Scylla was like, yeah, she was getting hit on basically when she was with the sea nymphs, and then they sent them all away, and then she was like, oh, I'm getting hit on so much, and then the nymphs were like, girl, you better watch, because men get aggressive if they're in love or if they think you're hot or whatever. And
okay, that
doesn't
sounds.
listen.
I was in my head. I liked picturing this more as just girls getting together and talking about their the boys they like and what their boyfriends are doing. Like, oh yeah, he did this. Oh, I like him. I liked picturing that more. I think the other story is sad. Kinda.
I think it's basically the same thing though. She's just talking about all these men that are trying to get with her, and then the rest of them, the nymphs are like her girlfriends going like, you better watch out for your boyfriend because the guy you're talking about is an ass.
Is Polyphemus an ass?
Not necessarily Polyphemus, I think
Okay.
just the rest of all these men.
We're clearing his name specifically here.
Yeah.
He's not on our list. No, but fair point. Galatea and a group of Nereid
Nereids?
dispersed and swam away across the placid waters of the bay. Scylla turned back. She dared not trust herself far out at sea. Along the thirsty sands, she sauntered naked, or, when she was tired, made for a little band-locked cove, and in its sheltered waves enjoyed a cooling bathe. Suddenly, breaking the surface of the sea god Glaucus appeared. Shall I give a little backstory that I know of Glaucus? Because...
Sure. Go for it.
But like, before I do that, thirsty sand, she sauntered naked. Slay.
Yeah.
Slay. She's a
that's
nudist.
why she's having all these issues with men trying to get with her. It's just because she walks around the beach naked.
Sounds like a private beach to me, you know? She can do whatever she wants. These men shouldn't just be coming harassing her, you know? She's just trying to freaking bathe. Let the woman enjoy herself. However she likes, you know? It's not immediately calling for attention here. Look. The little paw.
Oh.
Sorry, I disturbed her. No, but like, what I know of Glaucus is he was once just a fisherman, and he used to pull up these nets of fish, and usually the fish that are like live at the lowest part of the net would be crushed by the other fish, right? They would be dead and just mushy. And at some point, he realized that the fish at the bottom weren't dying; they were still very much alive, looking better than ever. And so he wanted to figure out why, and he found out that was because of the seaweed that he put up along with the fish. So impulsively, he just like took his chances and ate the seaweed, because why not? Turning him immortal and turning him into a god, but it also changed him, so it made his lower half, I believe, that like of tentacles and supposedly very ugly, and him also like very much looking like a sea monster. The other gods of the sea really like accepted him and stuff, but from the other gods he was kind of like, and a lot of nymphs and stuff, everybody thought he was more like ugly, so he was rejected a lot when it came to like romantic affections, and also the other gods from like the Olympians didn't really like him that much, also thought he was weird, so he was kind of like a cast out god. That's the context I think that's important in this.
I think so. The interwebs has a lot of art of him basically being a mermaid.
Yeah.
Merman, I guess.
It was either like tentacles for tails or like indeed like a fishtail.
Yeah. There's also like some weird animal that's called Glaucus.
Oh, that's actually beautiful.
Right? That's the first thing that comes up if you Google Glaucus.
Oh, but those are very dangerous.
I know, I've heard.
Oh, should I have heard stories. But also... Oh wait. Suddenly breaking the surface of the sea god Glaucus appeared. He saw the girl and stopped, his heart transfixed. Then he spoke to her. This sounds to me like he just randomly popped out of her bath, didn't even know what he was doing here, saw her and then fell in love. Why are you popping off like out of random waters?
Why are you here?
Why are you in her bath?
That's weird, man.
Then spoke to her, spoke anything he thought might stay her flight. But Scylla fled. Her terror gave her speed, and reached a cliff top rising from the shore, a vast cliff by the strait, that towered up to one great peak, and with its tree-clad height rose in a curve far out over the sea. The place was safe. She stopped. She could not tell if he were a god or a monster. So much he said, and would have, trying to woo Scylla, and would have said more too. But Scylla fled, enraged at his repulse. He made in fury for the magic halls of Circe. So he's gonna go visit Circe, because she fled, because she was scared of him.
Mad.
Can we really blame her though? If like a random ass god just like appeared from the water of your bath, that you were like...
I would flee.
I would flee too. Whatever he says, I'm running. That doesn't really sound like an appearance issue. That's more of like, listen, I was taking a bath here and you just popped out of nowhere and just straight up...
Yeah, like...
That's also why I'm not like, oh, that's why she has the man after her. I just picture her on her own island, just being happy and doing whatever she wants to be doing. And there's just random guys just disturbing her.
Yeah.
Let the girl have peace, man. She's happy with her nymphs.
Yep.
You're just all you had to say is just yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I have nothing else to say. Just let her bathe in peace.
Yeah. Like what? Anyways. And Cersei confessed her love for the sea god. Okay, for context, little side note, Glaucus was really head over heels for Scylla. Because I feel like there's like a time jump here, weirdly.
They skipped a part.
Yeah,
but...
Glaucus went to Cersei, and he was head over heels for Scylla. And he asked Cersei, he asked Cersei to make a potion for him so he could change shapes, so Scylla might be interested in him and he could become like a handsome god.
I read another one.
To be really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll finish this one and then you.
Yeah.
Okay, to be with Scylla, but he would come by Cersei's home every day basically just to see if like the potion would be done. But Cersei started to relate with him a little bit because she was also one of the more like cast out goddesses and she was starting to vibe with him and she fell in love with him. But what do you know?
So the thing that I read said he went to Cersei and he told the whole story and then he asked for a love potion to make Scylla fall in love with him without him changing shapes whatsoever. And then
I heard that
Cersei
it was
just
about like
head over heels fell in love with him on the spot and then got mad.
Fair. I heard that he was like he wanted to transform himself for Scylla because Cersei, I believe, does a lot of like spells with like transformations and stuff, physical appearances, that kind of jazz. And then she slowly started to fall in love with him. So that's funny that there's like two perspectives.
I think yours makes more sense though because Scylla, now I'm doing it too. The whole thing Cersei's known for is doing the turning men into pigs.
Okay, so we have two perspectives here. Take whichever you like, basically. I think I like the transformation one too, because then it just feels like she's just slowly falling for him. And I like that. I always have liked those types of romances more than just, oh, there's one man approaching me. I have never seen a man before. Oh my god, I love you.
What is this?
Because I feel like it doesn't work like that. You never just, at least I have not, my boyfriend, but still not like that. Like, I have never just seen a man that I, like, approached or approached me and just instantly fell to my knees and was like, you are the most beautiful... My boyfriend. You are the most beautiful, handsome thing I have ever seen. Wet me, you know? But even with my boyfriend, it was like, I was, like, in call with him first. You have to fall for someone, like, step by step. It's not like...
I don't think it works like that.
No, it feels a bit extreme, to be honest.
Some people do, though. Some people really do believe in love at first sight.
No, I believe in love at first sight. Of course, you can like see someone and be like attracted, but not like this, not that fast. Like he just walks up, hasn't said anything, and just immediately like. I feel like there needs to at least be a couple of words said.
Yeah, fair.
Like that's my thing, right? And even for like Scylla, for Cersei, who is, I just keep messing their names up. I'm sorry, my dyslexia is acting up. But for Cersei, who I see as more of like a respectable goddess that just like handles her shit, I don't feel like she would immediately go like this. I felt like the story of, oh, she started to relate to him more and then she fell for him. I like that more for her character.
I guess?
But also, yes.
I'm not sure. I don't know a lot about Cersei, except for the whole revealing their true nature, turning men into pigs myth. So...
Fair, that's how I look at her. Personal opinion, you can correct me in the comments. But no. But like love at first sight, I do believe it exists. I just don't feel like it would go like this.
Interesting.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because also, like with Chester, the moment I called him and he turned his face cam on and like I got to see him, I did fall immediately for him. I just wasn't losing my mind. You know what I mean?
You were not like, oh my god, he's talking about this other woman, I'm gonna poison her and turn her into a monster with dogs for feet?
No, that's exactly what I was not like.
How grown up of you?
That's what I mean. Like, that's the point I'm trying to make here. Yes, you can fall, like, at first sight. Just you don't immediately go mad and just poison every other woman he's ever looked at.
I think there's one thing you're forgetting here.
Tell me.
We're in ancient Greece.
Oh.
Ancient Greece was like this.
I'm just looking at it from like my perspective. Maybe I should stop doing that. Maybe I should let go of all sense here. Maybe I'm the issue. What if I'm the problem?
This is ancient Greece.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, fair enough.
And Circe confessed her love to the sea god. I, Circe, pray that I be yours. Spurn her who spurns you. Welcome one who wants you. By one act recruit us both.
Requite.
Oh, maybe she wanted to join in like a throuple here. Because she's talking about... Oh no, that's them together. I just can't speak English, I guess. I thought like requite us both. That was both Scylla and Circe. I thought she wanted to go for like a throuple.
Kind of. I can see what you're getting at.
Yeah, I don't think that was meant though, but...
No.
Imagine
I
pulling
googled the
both
word.
Circe and Scylla. Well, he didn't pull Scylla. Scylla ran. He did not get fooled there, but... But Glaucus answered, Sooner shall green leaves grow in the sea or seaweed on the hills, that I shall change my love while Scylla lives. Rage filled the goddess's heart. She had no power nor wish to wound him, for she loved him well, so turned her anger on the girl he chose. In fury at his scorn. This is just a freaking story about people wanting people they can't have.
Yeah, basically.
And the one person that is actually not really a problem in that here, Scylla, is the one I feel like that's gonna get slammed here. Or like it's gonna be messed with the most.
Yep.
Which feels so sad, because that's just the consequences to other people's actions, and then she has to live with them, even though she didn't do anything wrong. Like, a freaking man just appeared from her bath and started chatting her up, and she was like, listen, I don't want this, and ran. And then this guy goes to a freaking witch because he wants to either give her a love spell against her consent, or like freaking change shapes to seduce her.
Turn himself into Fabio.
Yeah, a catfish for real. And then the witch that he goes to falls in love with him. Then he rejects her because for some reason he's still stuck up on Scylla. And then Circe's like, no, I can't hurt you because I love you. Let me take it out on the girl that already rejected you. That's not even competition to me because she's not even wooing you.
I think that's the problem with Greek mythology and like Greek gods. They can't really hurt or mess with each other, so they just mess with who they can mess with. So the humans in these stories always get the shorter end of the stick.
I hate it.
Yep.
Poor Scylla, to be honest.
If we're gonna do Medusa, that's gonna be a blast.
I'll be so angry probably. I already know parts of it, and I am gonna be raging.
Oh, that is so much worse than this one.
That's all I'm gonna say about that. Just that noise. Just that noise. She had no power nor wish to wound him, for she loved him well, so turned her anger on the girl he chose. In fury at his scorn, she ground together her ill-famed herbs, her herbs of ghastly juice, and as she ground them, sang her demon spells. There was a little bay, bent like a bow, a place of peace where Scylla loved to laze, her refuge from the rage of sea and sky. When in mid-heaven, the sun with strongest power shone from his zenith, and the shade lay least. Against her coming Circe had defiled this quiet bay with her deforming drugs, and after them had sprinkled essence of noxious roots. Then with her witch's lips had muttered thrice 9 times a baffling maze of magic incantations. So the bath, or like the bay where Scylla likes to bathe, she has basically poisoned.
Her favorite one.
Her favorite one. That's so sad.
Yep.
Scylla came and waded in waist deep. When round her lions, she saw foul, monstrous, barking beasts. Her loins, I think that's supposed to be.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know why lions would all of a sudden be there. Typo, y'all.
Circe just threw a couple lions in there.
It's just like, here, have some lions for you, girly.
You know, I poisoned your bath, but here, you can also have some lions.
Just, you're about to get like freaking dogs on your waist, but you know what? Lions as well.
Yeah.
At first, not dreaming they were part of her, she fled and thrust in fear the bullying brutes away. But what she feared and fled, she fetched along, and looking for her thighs, her legs, her feet, found gaping jaws instead like Hades' foul hounds. Cerberus, poised on a pack of beasts, no, legs, below her midriff dogs, ringed in a raging row. Glaucus, her lover, wept and fled the embrace of Circe, who had used too cruelly her power of her magic. Scylla stayed there where she was, and when the first chance came to vent her rage and hate on Circe, robbed Eurylochus, Odysseus, of his comrades. Later too, she would have sunk the Trojan galleons had she not been transformed before they came into a reef whose rocks rise up today, and sailors shun her still and steer away. I'm sorry, words.
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay, so basically she started to transform and dogs started to sprout from her hips and her legs. She started to like get more legs, I guess, and she hid in the cave of like the lair of Scylla, where she now resides and takes her rage out on the mortals that try to pass her, which I kind of guess, mainly men, which fair enough. If they keep harassing her, which is just trying to be nude on her beach.
Yeah.
But also, I kind of get why she would target Odysseus, because like Circe, he probably has the smell of like Circe all over him.
Yeah, I think that was in the myth that I read as well. Scylla would have been delighted to devour Odysseus because he was Circe's lover.
Yeah, because like in the myths.
Or I guess Circe's lover, like Circe loved him.
Yeah,
so
I don't totally
like, hey,
agree
you know
with
what
that
you
either.
did to me? Let me just return the favor.
Yeah, basically. Both Glaucus and Circe in this are just wrong, and it's just sad for Scylla, to be honest. Poor Scylla.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stares off into the distance.
My brain is saying a lot of things and my mouth is just confused. My mind went, everybody sucks here, and then I was like, how would this be on Am I the Asshole? Like, am I the asshole for poisoning the girl that my crush likes?
Me, the moment Chester mentioned the woman. Oh yeah, no, let me go poison her bath, you know?
Am I the asshole for poisoning her bath?
Like, even to compare, literally the first time I did talk to Chester on call, right? The first time ever. He did mention his two girl best friends. And I was completely fine with it.
Girl, how grown up of you.
Like, I didn't think, you know what? I'm gonna find out where they live and poison their baths.
Poison their baths.
That's not what you do. At least that's not what I do.
No.
But yeah, no, that's not looking at it from like ancient Greece lens, I guess. I'm like looking at it like Circe is the daughter of Helios. I just feel like the entirety of Odysseus' journey was just more like a family gathering. You have like Circe, the daughter of Helios, and then he kills the cow of Helios. And you have Circe who made Scylla, but then also there's some... Well, we're gonna get into like parentage a bit. There's a lot of different parents for Scylla, like written down. A lot of different ones. Even there's just like one that literally says it's... Where did I see it again? I believe like a lake or something. Oh, the river Crates. Like she one of her rumored parents is literally like a river. Circe, who made Scylla into what she is today. Then you have Scylla, who also, I believe, kind of has beef with Poseidon as well. You have Poseidon with his
other part of the story here.
Circe.
That I found.
No, Scylla is also rumored to be Poseidon's daughter in one of the stories as well. So it's just a freaking family gathering here. The entirety of the Odyssey. It's just, let's just as a family freaking mess with this one guy who somewhere is also intertwined in our family, I believe, because
this is our family reunion activity. It's just a mess with this guy.
This is what we like to do for fun. Isn't he also related to a god, Odysseus? I believe it was either Hermes or Ares. Wait. Lineage. Great grandson of Hermes.
What? Where?
And Hermes was like one of Circe's exes. So that's just... It is like a complete freaking family reunion just to the black sheep of the family, I guess.
I cannot find where he would be great-grandson of Hermes.
Just Google Odysseus lineage to a god.
Oh, fair.
First thing that pops up.
Oh, yeah,
I do great research.
I found a family tree on Wikipedia. It's hilarious. Anyway.
There's also another part, and it's basically the love of Poseidon and Scylla, which I find weird if Poseidon is also in another story her dad. But then here we have there is a variant of this story in which Scylla was the love interest of Poseidon, not Glaucus. In this version, Scylla was transformed into a monster by Poseidon's wife, Amphitrite. In some traditions, Poseidon ultimately transformed Scylla into a cliff. So his wife transformed her into the beast that she is, and then Poseidon was like, oh no, you're now stone.
Yeah, so I found like a different kind of rest of the story, if you want.
Go ahead.
Where she hides in the cave with a few of her old like bats when she was turned into the monster, and then so she attacks Odysseus and then also Jason and the Argonauts, and then the gods are like done with her murdering men the whole time, so they send Hercules. They make her one of the 12 tasks of Hercules.
Oh yeah, I read about that too.
So he manages to kill her by cutting off her heads one by one, and then she was one of the guardians of the underworld for a whole period of time, and then her father Orcus,
yeah, that's one of the potential deaths. This is literally just a game show of like, are you the father? Let's read the DNA test.
So he, another sea god, he as mercy, so he brings her back to life, and then all the way in the end of the story, Poseidon gets a pity on her, and he turns her into stone. So he turns her into the cliff, basically.
I feel so bad for you. Here, you now become a lifeless object.
I mean, she does pretty much hate life as this monster, so I kind of understand how that would be.
Yeah, it's also like
she was in the underworld, still being the monster.
Yeah, I also feel like it's. Also, I feel like after death, she should have been able to just be her normal shape again. I feel like our human body, the way it changes, that should just shed, and your soul should just be your true form. I feel like the whole story of like, I feel like it's just a mess up of like, oh, it's just because you have like the thing with Apollo and Helios as well, where there's two sun gods, so at some point they just kind of merged them and merged their stories. I feel like Glaucus and Poseidon is just the same. They were like, oh, it's a sea god, let's just put Poseidon in its place, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Although the thing with Helios and Apollo is, I think one of them is officially from Rome, and then they merged. And for Poseidon, it's just like this one story that had one sea god, and they were like, you know, let's put Poseidon in his place because he's more known.
Yeah, I feel like that. But also the Poseidon slept with Scylla. That's at least consensual, I hope. Or not.
At least consensual.
I'm saying that and I'm taking that back. I don't know.
Hopefully consensual.
Hopefully consensual. That would be better for Scylla, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like at least get a little bit of love. But I doubt it, to be honest. Okay. Great myth. Basically, I just feel bad for Scylla. I wish her well as the cliff she may be.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. How are we gonna end this? What's the takeaway from this story? Don't fall for. No, don't even.
Don't try to poison the people that
don't exist as a pretty woman.
Don't walk naked on a beach, maybe, unless it's a private beach.
Apparently not, because then there's just gonna be gods popping out of your bath, I guess. Never take a bath. That's
only shower.
That's the only shower, because there's a god can't come from a shower head. So
yeah, and then also if for some reason he does find you, they can't poison your shower. So
yeah, just never take a bath. Never go for a swim. Never take a bath. The sea gods are ravenous, I guess. We've seen that for Scylla, we've seen that for Odysseus.
Let me just correct you real quick there. The gods in general are ravenous.
Okay, just... Yes.
The gods. We don't like the gods.
I'm not gonna say that because you'll get struck down by lightning real quick, and I don't wanna be toasted.
Well, fair enough, I guess.
I'll just watch you get toasted, I guess. You just transform into a grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese? Where did the cheese come from?
I feel like he's gonna put it on just out of spite.
Just fine.
Like Helios just handed it to him from his cows.
Here, have some cheese.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway.
That's the big takeaway from this. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you have any thoughts, any tips, let us know. If there's any other myths you want us to cover, leave them in the comments. Rem, you wanna say bye to them? Come, Luke. Can you walk to the camera? Then you're. Please like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Oh, you're too scared? Too scared? You wanna say goodbye to them?
Leave some love for Rem, because she was really, like, good and silent during this episode. What's happening here?
I'm getting kisses. Sorry, I couldn't spoke. Rattled my
Couldn't spoke.
She basically just walked there so she could have space to kiss me. She's also very forceful with those at times. Like, I'm just laying on the couch and she just jumps on me and then grabs my mouth. Or like my cheek or whatever part of my face.
Okay.
And she's just like licking. It's weird.
Interesting.
At some point when they were kids, I thought, oh, it's fun if I kiss them a bunch. Like, I think it's because I just like grab them and I give them kisses on their back because I love them so much. And I think at some point they were like, oh, she does that to us. So now we have to do it.
Too.
Yeah, like we have to do it back. So then they just like grab me and give me kisses as well. But the part that they really associate with me is my face, because that's just like they can't pick me up, you know? So they just like put their paws on and just start giving kisses back, and it's really adorable.
That's adorable.
But I did that to myself. Shall I hold you to the camera real quick? Then they can see you. Ooh, oh, big girl. She's also the biggest of the bunch.
Alpha rat.
Oh, she is. She is the alpha. Look at this beautiful lady. You're a beautiful girl. And I love you. That's so cute. Okay, we're gonna end it now. I'm gonna edit this. It's gonna go over more smoothly, I hope.
I hope so.
Just uploads it straight. No, I'm kidding. Leaves everything in. No, but please like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Check out Panda on all the links we leave in the description, I guess. Check me out on Twitch as well. Thank you so much for being here with us. Make sure you take care of yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You deserve it. You know, get yourself a snack because you deserve it.
Drink some water or something else that you like.
Breathe some air. Go take a
Touch
bath.
some grass.
Don't take a bath. Take a shower. Touch some grass, indeed. And we'll see y'all in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.